Happy Sunday. I hope you partied it out, you celebrated the new year, and you're ready to get started on your goals and your plans. So that's what this is about. Whether you start today or tomorrow, whatever your schedule is, I wanted to share with you a resource that I personally use to get started in the new year and get started on the right track. It's been super helpful for me, super helpful when I start planning what I want to do. Um, so before we get started, remember to like, share, subscribe. Everything I discuss, the form that I will show you, will put a link in the description or the comment so that you have access to it. All right, so what I'm going to share with you is my year in review form. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. Give me 1 second to get it pulled up. All right. I don't want to show the sample. There we go. All right. So what I'm sharing with you right now is the Active Potential 2020 Year in Review form. And this is actually the sample. I'm going to switch back over to, there we go. All right. So this is the year in review form. And so what I do each year is to go through what happened in the year that just ended. So I've separated into categories: well-being, health, family and friends, which is basically relationships, work life, career, finances, lifestyle, fun, recreation. And I just list out first, like, what was I disappointed with? Because I think we have to acknowledge that, right? We all have things that we wish were better. So what was I disappointed with? Next, I go through and I say, what am I thankful for? What am I thankful for in these areas? And then you come here and you rate. Are you satisfied? Are you neutral? Are you dissatisfied? So start with that disappointed part and then go to the thankful for, and on that positive note. So once you completed all of this, you rate each one. Make sure you rate things after you talk about disappointed with and thankful. That way you have a true representation of the things that kind of happen. Put those highlights in there so you can really weigh out how you feel. I started some of these saying, I'm dissatisfied. But once I actually like went through the thankful part, it changed. So that's why it's important to do that part last. All right. So this is page 1. What happened? How do I feel about it? Let's keep going to page 2. All right. So page 2, those same categories, but is what have I learned and what will I change? And I want you to be very careful here, because right here I put, I will change my, because we always have to remember we can't change other people. So if in your career I have been disappointed with maybe my manager, you can't change your manager. You can only change how you react or how you deal with that situation. So make sure you fill out this with a personal standpoint. I will change my. And then what lessons have you learned that you will take in the future? Because that's just as important. You could have an area where you're completely dissatisfied, but if you've learned a lesson, then you've gotten out of it what you need to get out of it. So do that. And then once you fill out this, go through and rate your top priority areas. So the areas you want to work on most. Do a first priority, a second priority, and a third priority. Right? After you finish that page, is there anything you missed? So there are a couple of areas that you may want to address on this page. So maybe you had an area that needed some overflow, you can type it here. But also areas that weren't included, such as community. Maybe there's something you were disappointed with in your community, or something that you are thankful for with your community, or something you've learned. Any areas that were not covered that you feel like you can do it on this third page. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you a sample. And this is a really rough draft sample that I came up with. All right. So each area can have 1 to 2, 3, whatever you want to put in here in these boxes. So what am I disappointed with? COVID weight gain, diet and nutrition. What am I thankful for? Being COVID free, time to be still and reflect, because health and well-being also includes your mental well-being, right? Um, Loss of a loved one under family and friends. There may be some people who are feeling that. So, rate again, fill these out and then rate your satisfaction. If we keep going down, I've done the same thing. What I do want you to notice is when I do this page, I don't necessarily, or you don't necessarily have to fill out something you learned in every single category or something you'll change in every single category, right? So just put, you know, put what you feel is necessary on this page, and then rate. For me, health and well-being, or for this sheet, health and well-being is a top priority. The second will be career, and third is going to be finances. So, an example, I have learned that I use foods as my favorite pastime, replacing activities I can no longer participate in with cooking and baking. I will change my diet by making more balanced meals each day and reducing sugary foods in my diet. All right. So, an additional on my last pass page, last pass, um, I'm disappointed with current events. COVID has impacted everyone's life. I want to find new ways to give back during this difficult time. A lesson that I've learned, I'm stronger than I realized. What I will change, I'll change my home by decluttering and organizing my space. So do all that. And then at the end, there's actually a final thoughts area. So any final summary, how do you feel at the end of this? You can put it here. On this one, it says, this year has been traumatic. As I enter 2021, I have a renewed sense of strength and purpose. All right. Then you can save it. So the real value in this is really getting clear on what happened the last year so that you can start this year fresh. What lessons do you want to take over with you? And then what changes do you want to make? This can also be used as a catalyst for your vision board, right? So let's say in finances, you say, I want to save to buy a home. A home would go on your vision board. And then you can use this as a catalyst to write goals. So as we go through the next few weeks, we're going to keep talking about vision boards and reflections and getting really clear about what we want to do for the new year. And so I'm very excited about working with you on that. That this document is for those who really want to just sit down and have some reflection, to really get clear. Some people may already be super clear. This may help you. It really helps me every year be grounded. But as I said in the beginning, like, share, subscribe to our page because we'll have other resources coming out. If you haven't already, join our Facebook group, 2021 Beyond the Vision Board, where we'll be sharing other documents, such as this, other tools and resources and advice, and just supporting each other as much as possible during this journey to stay on track. Join there. It's free. You have nothing to lose. We just want you to participate. The link to this document will be shared on all of our pages. So that is coming right after I finish this video. If you finish this form and you like to talk about it, or you need some to bounce some ideas off of someone, you just want to kind of go through it and get really clear about it, feel free to DM me, email me, and we can schedule a one-on-one, and it'll be completely free for the start of 2021. I just really want to get everyone started on the right track. So I look forward to seeing you guys accomplish all of your goals this year. I hope this tool is helpful. I'll be back with more. All right, let's get started. Bye.